can't control what's out there.
You can't just protect me forever.
Are you wondering if there will be another Rambo movie with Sylvester Stallone? Sylvester Stallone, the legendary action star, is not planning to return to the Rambo series because he feels he's too old and struggles with arthritis. Despite many fans wanting a Rambo 6, Stallone isn't coming back. Rambo first appeared in 1982's First Blood, which was based on a 1972 novel by David Morrell. Sylvester Stallone's Rambo became a famous action hero in the 1980s. After 1988's Rambo 3, many thought the series was over, but Stallone brought Rambo back in 2008 and again in 2019's Rambo Last Blood. Since the Rambo series has come back twice already, it's easy to see why people kept asking Stallone about Rambo 6. Stallone's other famous characters, like Rocky Balboa and The Expendables' Barney Ross, have also made many returns, so fans hope that Last Blood wasn't the end. Although it's unlikely that a release date for Rambo 6 will be announced soon, some ideas for a sequel have been suggested since Rambo Last Blood, the return of John Rambo, whether played by Stallone or someone else, is still possible. The latest news about Rambo 6 came from Sylvester Stallone. The veteran actor said again that he has no plans to return to the Rambo series. In an interview at the Toronto International Film Festival, shared on the JoeBlow.com Facebook page, Stallone was asked about Rambo 6. He clearly stated that he was done playing John Rambo. In the interview, Stallone showed that he knows fans still want Rambo 6, but he made a joke about his age, saying it is a big reason he doesn't want to play Rambo again. Stallone, who is 77, said, "Rambo, I could leave him. He's done pretty much." He added, "Even though they want to do another one, what am I fighting? Arthritis?" Rambo 6 isn't confirmed, and there are no plans for a sequel to 2019's Rambo Last Blood. Since Sylvester Stallone doesn't want to make a new movie, the sixth film might only happen as a reboot or remake with a different actor unless Stallone changes his mind. The main question about Rambo 6 is whether Sylvester Stallone will return as John Rambo one last time. Based on his recent comments, this seems very unlikely. This means a new actor might need to play John Rambo, but no discussions have happened about who that might be yet. Many current action stars could probably take on the role, though it would be a different version of the character than Stallone's. Just like the various James Bond actors over the years, new actors could bring their style to Rambo. While it's just speculation, actors like John Cena, Alan Ritchson from Reacher, or even someone unexpected like Henry Cavill could step into Stallone's shoes for a new Rambo 6. There are two possible directions for the Rambo 6 plot. It could continue after Rambo Last Blood, showing Rambo getting into a new situation similar to the original First Blood, or it could be a prequel about Rambo's time in Vietnam. Stallone had shown interest in a prequel before, wanting to explore how Rambo changed from an all-American hero to a broken warrior. Another idea for Rambo 6 could be reviving the cancelled version of Rambo 5 that Stallone and First Blood author David Morrell had developed. Realistically, Rambo 6 will probably be a reboot of the franchise. Stallone seems done with the character, but fans still want more John Rambo adventures. Stallone made the role iconic, but many action franchises have survived major cast changes. Multiple actors have played Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, each bringing their style to the role. The story of John Rambo can be retold in the same way if Stallone doesn't return for Rambo 6. Fans are excited about the new promotional material for Rambo 6 New Blood, rumored to come out in 2024, but there's speculation about whether the movie is happening. There are 5 Rambo movies in total, with the latest one, Rambo Last Blood, released in 2019. A well-known YouTube channel, KH Studio, uploaded a trailer for a supposed new movie called Rambo 6 New Blood, hinting at Sylvester Stallone's comeback as John Rambo in 2024. The 79-second trailer shows Rambo, played by Stallone, possibly returning for another big adventure, this time in the desert and on the ocean. It looks like John Bernthal, known for his role in Punisher, might also join the cast, though his role hasn't been revealed yet. The footage in the trailer mostly comes from movies like The Expendables and the first 5 Rambo films. Stallone, who's now 77, looks different these days. Sadly for those hoping for a new Rambo adventure, Rambo 6 New Blood isn't real. The trailer is fake, made using old clips of Stallone's performances. Back in 2013, Deadline reported that Avi Lerner and his new Image, along with Entertainment One, were considering a new television series based on the Rambo franchise. Stallone was in talks to not only be creatively involved, but also possibly reprise his role from the movies. In 2015, Deadline reported that Fox had made a deal to develop the TV series titled Rambo New Blood. There were mixed reports about Stallone's role on screen, but rumors suggested that the show would focus on Rambo and his son. The series would have delved into their complicated relationship, with Rambo's son being an ex-Navy SEAL. Rambo himself would have played a crucial role in the story. In 2016, the project took a new direction. The series was turned into a movie called Rambo New Blood, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter. Brooks McLaren wrote the script, and Ariel Rahman directed the film. However, Stallone wouldn't be starring as Rambo in this version. Instead of Stallone, a younger actor would have been chosen for the role. Millennium aimed to make the character similar to James Bond, where different actors could take over the role over time. In 2021, The Hollywood Reporter talked with Jeffrey Greenstein, the president of Millennium Media. He hinted that despite plans for a new movie, a RAMBO TV series was still being worked on. He also had plans for other major franchises. Greenstein said that their focus has always been on feature films, but they are also developing TV shows. They want to focus on existing franchises like Has Fallen, Rambo, and Expendables for TV. Now, they are also considering a Hellboy TV series. There are lots of opportunities, but they want to start with established franchises before creating new ones. In 2022, Stallone shared his thoughts on the rumored movie and TV show with The Hollywood Reporter. He believed they would happen and explained the different kinds of stories he and the studio wanted to tell. The first 5 Rambo movies can be bought on DVD or online, and they're also available for streaming on different platforms. In summary, the producers of the Expendables franchise are considering bringing back the Rambo series if fans want it enough.
Betty! ¿Dónde está?
The Expendables 4 didn't do very well in theaters, which might mean people aren't too keen on more movies from that series. Sylvester Stallone has also shared doubts about making a 6th Rambo film, worried about getting older and not being able to do much physically. The 4th movie of the Expendables franchise hit theaters this weekend, but it didn't do well. It got bad reviews and didn't make much money at the box office. However, before the movie came out, producers Kevin King Templeton and Les Weldon said they'd be open to bringing back another Sylvester Stallone franchise, even though Stallone himself thinks it might not be a good idea. While talking about Expendables 4 with coming soon, the producers talked about how much public demand influences the movies they decide to make. If people want it, then there's a chance Rambo 6 could happen. In their interview, they mentioned they are considering different franchises, including Rambo, for future projects. They said it depends on the demand from fans. If fans want it, they will be ready to make it. They explained that this is why they are making another Expendables movie. Sometimes they are unsure if there will be another movie, but when demand increases and people ask for it, they decide to develop it seriously to meet the fans' expectations. Some franchises just won't quit. Take Terminator or Halloween. These series started way back in the 1970s and 1980s, yet they keep coming out with new sequels even after 4 decades. One of those franchises is Rambo, which helped Sylvester Stallone become a big name in Hollywood, along with his role as Rocky Balboa. After releasing 2 sequels quite quickly, it seemed like the series ended after Rambo 3 in 1988. But then, 20 years later, Stallone came back for a 4th movie, and surprisingly, he played the role again in 2019's Rambo: Last Blood. When asked if he would consider being in a 6th Rambo movie, Stallone expressed doubts about it. While there are other ways to continue the Rambo story, like making a prequel or introducing a new character, there's also the option to leave the franchise alone and focus on something completely different. It's a pretty fresh idea in today's Hollywood.
As long as I'm around, he's never gonna hurt you again. No one is.
So share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, see you all.